again, I'm back, and as I have promised you, during this lesson we will be practicing for negative factual information. And the questions in these type of texts are about what is not mentioned, what is not correct according to text. Hello, Olfir. Okay, so we have got text about Wrigley's chewing gum. Do you guys remember Wrigley? It used to be very popular in my childhood. Let's say in 1990s, Wrigley's, Orbits, they were both very popular. Maybe you are a bit younger than me and you might not remember. It's Wrigley's chewing gum is our topic of the text. Let's see the questions. We have got question 1, which is question 11, and it says, it is not indicated in paragraph 1 that young William was working in Chicago for his father as a soap salesman or in his father's factory. So, my keyword is Chicago, young William, for his father, soap, and father's factory. Let's see the text, paragraph 1. Wrigley's Chewing Company was actually developed as a premium to be given away with other products rather than as a primary product for age. As a teenager, okay, teenager and young is kind of similar, so teenager, William Wrigley Jr. was working for his father in Chicago, selling soap. Okay, so I have for his father, Chicago, and selling soap. Guys, is A mentioned? Was working in Chicago. Is it mentioned? Is it mentioned? I'm looking at your comments on YouTube and Facebook. Is it mentioned? Yes. For his father, B. I say exactly for his father, so B is also indicated in the text as a soap salesman. Selling soap, we have, and sales man. So C is also mentioned, and the correct answer is, what do you think, guys? Which one is correct answer for question 11? Which one is correct answer for question 11? A, B, C, or D? In Chicago, for his father, as a soap salesman, or in his father's factory? Hilal has the correct answer. D is true, in his father's factory. Hello, Tariq. I see something about father's factory, so let's check again. Selling soap that had been manufactured in his father's factory. So the sentence says, soap was manufactured in father's factory, but it doesn't say William was working in the factory. He was selling soap which was manufactured in the factory. So definitely D is the answer for this question. Let's go to question 12. According to paragraph 1, it is not true that the soap that young Renkli was selling was originally well liked. This is my key to find. Was originally priced at 5 cents. 5 cent original price. Originally provided little profit for merchants. Okay, little profit. And eventually became more popular with merchants. Let's go to the passage and check. Was originally well liked. Was originally priced at 5 cents. Provided little profit, or eventually became more popular. This is also a keyword, guys. The soap was not very popular with merchants because it was priced at 5 cents. So priced at 5 cents mentioned. B is mentioned and B is true, but I'm looking for not true. Okay, B is true, therefore B is not my answer. Was originally well liked. Do you think A is correct, guys? Do you think A is correct answer for question 12? Was originally well liked, and I see here the soap was not very popular. The soap was not very popular and was originally well liked. I see a comment from Fatih. The question is asking which one is not true. A is true based on the paragraph, so this is not my answer. Question is asking which one is not true. Okay, you are actually correct. A is true because it was not very popular and was originally well liked. They are opposite. Sorry guys, my mind got a little bit off. A is correct answer. Was originally well liked. This is not true. Was not liked. So was originally not liked will be our answer. Sorry, Mr. Fatih, my mistake. A will be the answer. Now let's check other ones as well. For example, in C, we see originally provided little profit. And here I see did not leave a good profit. Good profit is high profit. Not high profit is same. Same with little profit. Fatih is very happy that first time he gave answer before Tutku. Good. And we have also last one, eventually became more popular with merchants. Let's check anyways if this is mentioned and if this is true based on passage. Wrigley convinced his father to raise the price to 10 cents and to give away umbrellas as a premium for the rooms. They worked successfully. So we saw it was not very popular. Then they changed something. It worked successfully. So it means finally product became popular. So D is also true. Therefore, our answer will be A. Thank you again to Fatih. Let's see question number 13. According to paragraph 2, it is not true that when Wrigley first founded his own company, he was selling gum, selling soap, giving away cookbooks, or using baking soda as a premium. Okay, so selling soap, selling chewing gum, giving away cookbooks, and soda as a premium. Let's check in paragraph 2. In the question, my keyword is founded his own company. Wrigley then established his own company. Okay, so founded his own company and established his company are same. In his company, he was selling soap. Selling soap, A is true, so not my answer. Giving baking soda away as a premium. Giving baking soda away as a premium. And I see here giving away baking soda as a premium. So D is mentioned and D is true. A is also true. B or C, selling chewing gum or giving away cookbooks. And using cookbook to promote each deal. Using cookbook for promotion. So we see here giving away cookbooks. This is also true. Therefore, our answer is B. Thank you, Fatih, Ali, and Chisem. You found the correct answer. B is correct answer. Let's delete other ones. So this was mentioned and this was mentioned. This was also mentioned. Therefore, our correct answer for this question is B. I see also on Facebook, Veli should be, which one, Veli? Which one do you mean, should be? While I'm waiting for Veli's answer on Facebook, usually our stream goes a little bit slower on Facebook. That's why I need to wait a bit. We can maybe go to question 14. And as we see, question 14 asks, not mentioned in paragraph 2 that Wrigley later sold baking soda, used chewing gum as a premium to sell baking soda. Chewing gum is premium to sell baking soda. I think the whole sentence here is your key. Sold chewing gum, used baking soda as a premium to sell chewing gum. As you see, the answers are very similar to each other in this question. Let's go and see what happened later. Again, paragraph 2. Over time, the baking soda and cookbooks became more popular than the soap. So, Wrigley began a new operation selling baking soda. Sold baking soda. A is mentioned here. He began hunting for a new premium item to give away with the sales of baking soda. He soon decided on chewing gum. So, based on this sentence, here, to give away with the sales of baking soda, he soon decided on, sorry guys, to give away with the sales of baking soda, he soon decided on chewing gum. Okay, this information is same with B or D. This sentence is same with B or D. Did he use chewing gum as a premium or did he use soda as a premium? We see an answer from Ali B. Yes. He chose chewing gum to give away for baking soda. So he sold baking soda and giveaway was chewing gum. B is mentioned. Once again, when Wrigley realized that demand for the premium was stronger than the demand for the original product, he created Wrigley Company to produce and sell chewing gum. Okay, so he sold chewing gum. C is also mentioned, and the correct answer is correct answer is, which one is correct answer, guys? A is mentioned, B is mentioned, C is mentioned, so the correct answer is, of course, it is which one? Yes, Zeynep, D is correct answer for this. Let me delete these ones. Yeah, D should be answer here. Let's go to last question of this type. According to paragraph 3, the Wrigley Junior Company did all of the following except begin with 2 brand names of gum, add new brands to the original 2, add new to original 2, phase out the last 2 brands, or phase out the first 2 brands. Let's check and see which one. Wrigley started out with 2 brands of gum. So which one is already mentioned? Which one is already true? A. Yes, Zeynep, you are correct. A is mentioned. Soon introduce juicy fruit and spearmint. So 1 and 2. Therefore, add new brands to the original 2. Also mentioned, I think, added new brands to the original 2. B is mentioned. The latter 2 brands grew in popularity, while the first 2 were phased out. So, the latter 2 brands, Juicy Fruit and Spearmint, grew in popularity, while the first 2 were phased out. First 2 were phased out. Phased out the first 2 brands. D is also mentioned, and therefore my correct answer is, what should I write in question 15. What is the answer? Yes, Fatih and Tutku and Zeynep, you are correct. The correct answer here is C. Tutku, I think today you have little bit slow internet because Fatih does faster than you. You should upgrade your internet package to get faster internet. Yes, Hilal, C is correct answer here. Okay, guys, I think it's very easy to understand skill number 5 and 6. Where you need to find factual information, which one is correct based on the passage or which one is not correct based on the passage, which one is mentioned in the passage and which one is not mentioned in the passage. Thanks to Titinet, good. Okay, now let's go to our next type of question, and the next type of question that we are going to learn today is number 7. Oh, I don't know how to change this into 7. My Turkish is not very good, but my technical skills are amazing. I remember from the visual memory how I needed to do it. So number 7, question type 7, is about inferring something. Do you know what is inference, guys? Do you know the meaning of inference? Let's see some of your answers. Inference, if you have any answers on TOEFL, like conclusion, yes, something like that. Yes, inference is conclusion reached all based on evidence, okay? So you have some kind of evidence and then you decide something, you conclude something based on this evidence. This is inference. And for these kind of questions, what they ask is you need to analyze the passage, information in the passage, and you need to make some inference. So you don't have exactly this answer in the passage. Let me write it for you. You need to read the information, read the question, find this information in the passage, or let me write paragraph, because usually it's about one paragraph, not about the whole passage. Analyze the data, make inference, and check possible answers. For you to be clearer, I will give you a little example like this. For example, you see a sentence like this. Today is hotter than yesterday. Guys, when you see this sentence, today it is hotter than yesterday, what inference can you make? Looking at this question, looking at this sentence, what can you say? What can be inferred based on this question? What can you understand? if today it is hotter than yesterday, it means, what does it mean? Today is hotter than yesterday. This is already written. Here we can make inference. So if today is hotter than yesterday, this means it can be implied that Zeynep has correct answer. Probably yesterday was colder. Yep, Soydan, you are also correct. Yesterday was colder than today. So this is inference. You need to analyze the sentence or the paragraph and decide what is most probably correct. Okay, so you do not have correct answer exactly in the passage like our factual information, but here you need to analyze the data and make some assumptions, some guess. You need to guess something. You need to infer something or find implied meaning. For example, let me write one more for you. If your sentence says, I'm going out and taking an umbrella, what inference can be made based on this sentence? I'm going out and taking an umbrella. What can be inferred? Yeah, it's raining outside, definitely. Or maybe we can say it will rain. So maybe it is raining now outside, or maybe I think it will rain, that's why I'm taking umbrella. So both of them can be correct. If I see impossible answers, this one or this one, I will choose them. We can imply both of these meanings based on this sentence. Okay, now if you understand it, let me find some questions for this type. And here we go. This is good text. Very short paragraph about tiger moths. Maybe you will ask me, what is tiger moth? We don't understand. Guys, there is absolutely no need to understand every word in the reading passage in order to answer the questions. One time I remember I made a bet with my students because I don't know Turkish well now, but this situation happened like 1.5 years ago, and I knew Turkish worse than my today's Turkish. So I told them, give me these kind of questions in Turkish and I would solve them. And I got all of them correct, even though I did not understand many words in the sentence. Because if you understand 60% of the words, and if you find keywords correctly, you can guess the answers. For example, if you don't know the meaning of tiger moth, I'm sure still you can answer all the questions correctly for this passage. Okay? Let's see the first question. It is implied in the passage about the order Lepidoptera that all members of the order are moths. There are maybe more than 100,000 species in this order. Okay, let me highlight this. All members are moths. All members of the order are brightly colored. So all members brightly colored. And there are most likely fewer than 100,000 species in this order. Okay, so my keyword from the question is Leptoptera. And I start reading. One of the most beautiful of the 100,000 known species in the order Leptoptera are tiger moths. Okay, so we have 100,000 and there is something about 100,000. So let's check. B says there are maybe more than 100,000. D says there are most likely fewer. Guys, based on this information, which one is correct? B or D? Which one can be inferred? Tutku, why do you think B? And Zeynep, why do you think D? Only maybe this cannot be correct answer. Chisem, why B is true? Same question goes to Hilal, why B? And the boys think none of them. I'm waiting for your explanations, guys, because here we need to explain something. Only saying, this is correct or this one is correct will not help us. There must not be fewer than 100,000. Why, Tutku? Where did you get this information that there is one keyword here? You need to pay attention to this keyword and this keyword gives you correct answer. I see comment from Fatih. The context doesn't say about more or less, only says 100,000. Let's wait if maybe Zeynep or Chisen or Hilal give us any explanation. If not, of course, I will explain to you. But first, I want you to explain it. Here, your keyword is known species. So, we know 100,000, but there may be more than 100,000. For example, when I say I know 10 people at Justenglish, does it mean there are only 10 people at Justenglish? Of course, no. There are a lot of people at Justenglish and I only know 10 of them. So the same thing, when we say that there are 100,000 known species, it can be implied that probably there are some unknown species. So known and unknown species together will be more than 100,000. Therefore, our answer here will be, of course, B. So fewer is definitely not correct. We understand. It's very easy. A is also not correct because it says one of the most beautiful nouns in order Lepidoptera. So it says one of the most beautiful. It doesn't say all of them. C, all members of the order are brightly colored. We don't have any information about brightly or not brightly, even though it continues and says that they have distinctive coloration. Distinctive, it doesn't mean brightly, because, for example, color red can be very distinctive, but is it bright? Nope. So brightly and distinctive are not same. The correct answer is totally B for this question. Let's see question number 2. It can be inferred from the passage that the tiger moth was so named because its coloration resembles that of a tiger. So coloration resembles, resemble is like look like, of a tiger. It is ferocious predator. Ferocious, it means very angry, we can say, like a tiger. Again, like a tiger. Its habit is the same as the tiger. Sorry, not habit, habitat. It's member of the same scientific classification as tiger. Member of same classification as the tiger. Okay, so tiger, 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 all of them are about tiger, so I don't care that much about tiger anymore. I need to understand, does it have coloration resemblance, or it has same habitat, it is in the same classification, or it is also predator like tiger? We are looking for name and why. Because, so answer will be why. This type of moth is covered with highly conspicuous orange and black or yellow and black patterns of spots or blah. Such boldly patterns, color combinations are commonplace in the animal world, serving the function of fearing potential predators of unpleasantness smells. This is unconscious the function served by the striking coloration of the garden tiger moth, which is quite visually attractive but is also poisonous to predators. Certain glands in the garden tiger moth produce strong toxins throughout the while other glands. Okay, so I see why it is probably named. Here we see that they have striking appeal of their distinctive coloration. So then I continue. This type of moth is covered with highly conspicuous orange and black or yellow and black patterns of spots and stripes. So probably it's something about coloration. If you remember tiger, tiger also has orange and black coloration, and we saw that this tiger moth also has orange and black coloration, and if I compare the colors, they look similar. So here our answer will be A, because we don't have any information about B, C, or D. Third question we've got like this. What would most likely happen to a predator that wanted to eat the tiger moth? So if something wants to eat tiger moth, what would happen to this thing? the predator would be unable to catch, so not catch it. The predator would capture it by poisoning. Capture by poisoning. Predator would be unable to find it. The predator would back away from it. So which one? Let's see. Such boldly patterned color combinations are commonplace in the animal world, serving the function of forewarning potential predators of unpleasant tastes and smells. Okay, so they have this kind of coloration. It's very common in the animals, and it has the function of forewarning potential predators of unpleasant taste and smell. So, when the predator smells something untasteful or unpleasant, what do you think they will do? Which one do you think is correct answer for question 3, guys? Fatih says B. Do you mean B for question 3, Fatih, or before that? I could not understand. Trisem, Tutku, and Fatih. Unfortunately, for this question, guys, you are not correct because tiger moth has this coloration. So tiger moth gives warning to the predator that tiger moth is unpleasant. It has unpleasant taste or unpleasant smell. Now imagine you are predator and you want to eat something. And if this thing has bad smell, will you eat it? For example, you go to a restaurant and the restaurant smells very badly, or the soup in a restaurant smells very bad. Will you eat this one? Probably no. Or you tried something new. Let's say this is first time you tried spinach food, spinach, and you did not like spinach. For you, it's very unpleasant taste. So if it is very unpleasant taste, I'm sure next time you will not eat it. Every time you see spinach, you will try to go back. You will try not to eat it. So this coloration gives warning to predators that tiger moths are not tasty and they don't smell good. So if your food is not tasty and if it does not smell good, you will go away. You will see this thing, but you will go away. So the correct answer here is D. I totally get it wrong at first. Yeah, it happens. And the answers are usually very similar to each other. That's why people need to practice this because like for skill 5 and 6, these are very typical common questions in every test, but these type of questions are not very popular in other English language tests or not English, another language or history or geography tests. You will never see these kind of questions. Therefore, maybe they might be a little bit difficult. These questions are more like in general skills IQ kind of thing somehow, or logic. Let's see the last question for this passage. Which of the following would a predator be most likely to attack successfully? A purple and orange moth, a green and blue moth, a brown and gray moth, a red and yellow moth. Okay, so the question is definitely about colors. Purple and orange, green and blue, brown and gray, red and yellow. Which one would predator attack successfully? Let's see. This is to serve the function served by the striking coloration of the garden tiger moth, which is quite visually attractive but is also poisonous to predators. Certain glands in the garden tiger moth produce strong toxins that circulate throughout the insect's bloodstream, while other glands secrete bubbles that produce monotonous. The tiger moth indeed is a clear example of a concept that many predators intuitively understand. The creatures with the brightest colorations are often the least suitable to eat. So if the thing has bright coloration, they are least suitable. They are not very suitable. They are the least one. Okay, so we need to find most suitable. So most suitable will be not bright coloration. Guys, which one do you think is answer for question 4? A, B, C, or D? We are looking for not bright colors. I will help you a little bit. A and D can't be correct answer because we saw orange over here. Orange and black or yellow and black are not tasteful, they are unpleasant. So orange, black, and yellow, definitely no. So this is not my answer, and this is not my answer. Green, blue, brown, gray. Which one is bright? Green and blue or brown and gray? For this question, actually, we can argue a bit. Different people might have different opinion. You can say that green is bright, or sometimes not bright. Blue, it can be bright and not bright blue. It depends on the shade, which shade of blue we use. But definitely, I think brown can't be bright, and gray is also not so bright. Therefore, Tutku, Chisem, and Hilal, you are correct, and the answer here most probably will be C. So here we needed to analyze a lot of information. One sentence was here and another sentence also here. Based on these two sentences, we had to decide the answer. During this lesson, guys, we have learned question type number 7. which is about inference and when you imply something based on the text. And first lesson today we learned factual information, question types 5 and 6. I would like to thank all of you for this amazing lesson. You were very active today and most of the time you gave me correct answers, which is very, very appreciable. And I wish all of you good evening or night. I don't know what's the weather out. It's still evening. So have a good evening and I will see you next week during weekdays for vocabulary lesson and probably at the weekend again for TOEFL lesson. Please stay at home, stay healthy and try to protect yourself, your family members and everyone else. And subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook and Twitter channels. I will see you next week. Bye bye.